Hey guys, Kieran here, and this is an acoustic guitar tutorial for the song If You Can't Hang by Sleeping With Sirens. First off, to play this song, you'll need to tune your guitar a whole step down. So that basically means each string is tuned 2 notes lower. But that'll be in the description, with each note against every corresponding string. So you can tune by ear, but the easiest way I've found is using a tuner. So I use this Korg pick clip tuner. Really super easy and cheap. I think it's about £10, maybe a bit less than that. But there'll be some links in the description if you want to go pick yourself one up. So for this song I'll put all the chords and the strum patterns in the description, just in case you miss anything. So for the intro, I should add, before I start, your pinky and your third finger will be on the first string of the 3rd fret and the 2nd string of the 1st fret for effectively the entire song. So it will just be your 1st and 2nd finger making the chord shapes. So when I say an E minor or a C or a G, these fingers say exactly where they are. It's just your 1st and 2nd finger moving. So first off, for the intro, and if I don't say so, each chord goes through the strum pattern once. But if I do mention it, it'll change where I put the slash in the strum pattern and in the description. So the E minor, that goes through that strum pattern once. G, once, and then D, you play it 2 times, and that'll be just your intro. And then going into the verse, the chord progression is C, D, E minor, D, and you play that chord progression 3 times. And then on the 4th time round, you play the C, and then you go to this D. So I should add that the E minor, you just play an E minor shape with your first 2 fingers, and then go to the G. You can just play a normal G, or you can take your 2nd finger off and mute the 5th string, whichever's easiest for you. To play this D, you just play a normal D and put your pinky where it should be for the whole song, and then play the highest 4 strings. Try and mute these 2 to 2 lowest, but if you can't, just mute the 6th and let the 5th ring out. And then the C, you put your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And then the only other chord in this song is an A. So when you take this C, take your 2nd finger off and play highest 5 strings, and that'll be your A, and that's all the chords you need to know. So like I say, the intro is E to the G and then D for 2 times strum pattern, and that whole chord progression is once for the intro. And then you get to the verse, is C, D, E minor, D, that goes around 3 times, the 4th time C to D, and then the pre-chorus, E minor to C. And this uses strum pattern 1 as well in the pre-chorus, but instead of strumming normally, you can do some palm mute and stuff. So on the up strums, you can release the palm mute and get the strums in, and then when you do the down strums, that's where you can do the palm mute. So I'll play through the intro now, going into the verse and the pre-chorus, and then I'll stop before I get to the chorus. Somebody on that verse, on that last D, you can just hit that once, ready to go into the pre-chorus. And just to recap on the pre-chorus, it's E minor to C, E minor to C, and you're doing strum pattern 1 but palm muting this time, and on the up strums you're releasing the palm mute. And then you get into the chorus. So the chorus chords are E minor, G, C, D. You do that whole progression twice. So on the Ds, halfway between the strum pattern, you can change to a normal D. So half that D is this D with your pinky on there, and then when you get halfway through that strum pattern on the D, you can take this finger off and put the second finger on the second fret of the highest E, the first string. So it'll be. So I'll play through that chorus now, just so you can get a sense of what it sounds like. And then there's a little section after the chorus, I'm going to call it the post-chorus. So for this bit, you play an E minor, and then half the strum pattern on the C, and then a half strum pattern on an A, and it will sound like this. You're the lowest time, you're the lowest. So it's one strum pattern on the E, half on the C, half on the A, and then you just stop that A, ready to go into the next verse. So where you change between the C and the A, I'm going to put a slash next to in strum pattern 1. So that's where you change. That's where you change chord. So then you go to verse 2. It's exactly the same as verse 1. Pre-chorus exactly the same as the previous pre-chorus. Next chorus is exactly the same as the previous chorus. And then you get to a bridge. And this uses the post-chorus chords. So E minor for one strum pattern, C for half, A for half. And you play that progression 4 times. So the first progression through, you can use. Oh, sorry. So yeah, that goes around 4 times. So I'll just play the chorus now, and I'll go straight into the bridge so you can get a sense of what it sounds like. I don't wanna take your precious time, 'cause you're such a pretty face, but you're turning to a pretty big waste of my time. I don't wanna take up all your time, 'cause you're such a pretty face, but you're turning to a pretty big waste of my time. I don't want to get confused. She said she never settled for someone she couldn't use. So now I gotta go and doctors prescribe the medication. I can deal with all the memories of being this way. So that progression goes around 4 times, and then you get into, I'm going to call it verse 3, and that uses the normal verse chords, but it just goes through 1 time of progression. So it's C to D to E to D, and then there's 1 hit on a C at the very end of that. So I'll go through that verse, I'll go through the end of the bridge, going into verse 3 now. So I can deal with all the memories of being here this way. Met a girl at 23, knew she meant the world to me. So I gave her everything, and she did the same for me. Imagine that. She's such a pretty face. So after after you play that verse 3, you play the chorus, and it's 4 times through the chorus chords, so it's double the length of a normal chorus. And then, so I'll just play through that verse 3 again, going into the last chorus, just so you get a sense of where the singing comes in. Met a girl at 23, knew she meant the world to me, so I gave her everything, and she did the same for me. Imagine that. And then this bit at the end, you just do the pre-chorus chords for that bit of the outro. So it's, would you please stay in, come inside baby, would you please stay in, please be mine baby, would you please stay in, come inside baby, would you please stay in, please be mine. So it's E minor to C, E minor to C, E minor to C, E minor to, and then you hit that C at the end and just let it ring. So like I say, the chords will be in the description, the strumming pattern will be in the description. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with more tutorials in the future. I'll be doing some more Sleeping With Sirens, some Pierce the Veil, All Time Low, bands like that. So yeah, if you got any questions about this tutorial, put them in the description, the comment section, sorry. And if you do any covers of this song using these chords, link them in the comments as well, and I'll love to check those out. So yeah, until next time, peace out.